had the wife, he had the girlfriend, and then he had me, of course. I'm getting ready to have my baby. But I was telling people I'm the wife, the girlfriend, and the baby mama all in one.
If you've been on the darker side of TikTok or scrolled too far down the parenting rabbit hole, chances are you've stumbled across Shanika Grant, or as the internet knows her, Nika. A woman who somehow manages to live stream every waking moment, eat fast food like it's a paid sponsorship, and still has absolutely zero clue how to care for the kids around her. She's known for all the wrong reasons, putting her underage kids on childbirth, for allowing a potential murderer into her house, and neglecting her children's medical needs to the point that one of her daughters lost vision in one eye. We're not talking about quirky parenting or harmless online clout chasing, no. We're talking about a woman who's become a full-blown internet cautionary tale. From lying about pregnancies to keep men around, to feeding her kids slop while she eats gourmet takeout alone in the car, Nika has turned neglect into content. And while some watch out of morbid curiosity, others are raising real serious questions. Where's the line between bad parenting and outright danger? How long before someone steps in? Today we're diving into the chaotic world of Shanika Grant, unpacking the lies, the manipulation, the blatant neglect, and the very real concern for the kids at the center of it all. Buckle up, because this isn't just some messy timeline. It's a glimpse into a household where the internet clout is king, and the kids, they're just background noise.
They call me a bad mama. Look what the I go through every day in this household trying to protect everybody in this goddamn house. I'm tired of the bullshit in here, man. Every day of my life, I'm doing whatever I can to provide for 10 kids by myself. By myself. And y'all can't team work and do this together. I need the help where it's due. This is supposed to be done right now, yo. Look at this mess, man. Look at the sink, man. Look at the mess.
A lot of people watch this video already know Shanika Grant, especially if you saw our last video on her. But if you happen to be one of the lucky ones who hasn't yet had the misfortune of stumbling across her unhinged on the internet, don't worry, we're about to break it all down for you from the very beginning. So who exactly is Shanika Grant? Shanika Grant, also known as Independent Nika on social media, is a 40-year-old content creator from Sumter, South Carolina. With over 39,000 followers on TikTok, she shares videos centered around her children and her daily life, though not always in the most flattering light. Born on October 15, 1984, Nika's story is far from ordinary. At just 17, she ran away from home, and by 19, she had her first child, Naya. Not long after, she gave birth to her son, Tyquan Isaac. Over the years, Shanika has gained viral attention, but not for anything positive. She's become infamous online for having 10 children, yet consistently failing to provide even the bare minimum for them. Her name is now closely associated with severe neglect, dysfunction, and questionable parenting that has left many viewers deeply concerned. There have been multiple petitions filed against Shanika over the years, all begging for one thing: for Child Protective Services to step in and save her children. The neglect has been so blatant, so disturbing, that even strangers on the internet couldn't stay silent. In fact, in the last video we made about her, we ended on a note that gave many kids hope: the possibility that Shanika might finally lose custody of her kids for good. But to everyone's disappointment, that didn't happen. The kids are back in her custody, and unfortunately, absolutely nothing has changed. If anything, the kids might even be worse now. The same cycle of filth, hunger, and emotional neglect playing on loop while Nika continues posting TikToks as if everything is just fine. However, before we go any further into the video, we'd like to talk a little bit about Shanika's backstory. We don't know a lot about her childhood, and everything that we do know comes from Nika herself. According to Nika, she was born in an extremely abusive household. She lived in South Carolina in a trailer with her stepfather, her mother, brother, and a sister. Her stepfather was extremely abusive towards her mother and would hit her daily. On the other hand, her mother hated Nika to her guts. Nika talked about this in a video and told her audience how her grandmother once told her that her mom set fire to the trailer that they lived in, with Nika still being inside.
My Uncle Derek would listen to what I have to say when I used to tell him about how my mom used to call me names, call me black, call me ugly, treated me like I was an outsider, never treated me like a human being, never treated me like a child that came out of her body, out of her womb. And it was hard for me to focus on school and life because I was a child. I never understand why you call me black, why you call me a hoe, why you call me a B word, or why you call me this, or why you call me that. And those words during that time as a child, never understand what it was. But by me being judged by the color of my skin by my own mother made me feel like an outcast. My mom will come down and get my other siblings, which is my brother and my sister, and pick them up and take them with her everywhere she went. And never ever thought about taking me. I was always the outcast because the color of my skin. You're not my child, you black, you ugly, you can never be my child. And I'm looking at her like, you gave me life and this is how the way you treated me. So, you know, she would come pick up my sister and my brother, take them on horseback rides, take them out to the zoo, take them to the fair. She even had her boyfriend, Greg, deny me of going with them. You know, Shanika can't go. You gotta leave her home. Why I can't go? You know, in my mind, like I'm saying, why I can't go? And I'm always crying and pouting for her, rooting for her to realize who I am. Like, I'm your daughter. How can you treat me like this? So, you know, behind closed doors, my grandma was alive and breathing during that time. And she was like, she came in my room because I was pouting and crying because I wanted to go. She said, Mika, everything gonna be okay. I don't know what's wrong with my daughter. I didn't raise her that way. I don't know why she treating you like that. But one day you're gonna have to forgive her. You know what I'm saying? So I never knew what a mother was. I only knew what a grandmother was. But a grandmother was a mother to me because that's a mother I never had. And that's the way I learned from a grandmother. But that was a mother to me because that was the only love and support that I was getting at the time as a child. And somebody who I could cry and lean on. At the time, I was being abused by my own mother and treated and neglected wrong.
She claims that she's been almost burned alive. But this isn't everything. Her mother also hated the way she looked. She would call Nika ugly and make fun of her skin color. These are the things that made Nika hate herself from a young age. She also said that her mother would take the rest of her siblings out but leave her at home, which made her feel unloved and uncared for. However, all of this was just the beginning. Growing up, Nika only experienced love from her grandmother. So when Nika's mother tried to burn her alive, she and her siblings went to live with her grandmother. They thought that their lives would change, but this was far from the truth. When Nika was only 8 years old and her brother was 9, he was sexually assaulted and raped by their uncle.
My uncle was staying in one, and then she had another one. She used to keep all her stuff in it. Now, let me say this before I say what I'm about to say. The house that my grandma had was where all the family would stay there. The trailer that she had was where my mom would raise us in it, you know, outside of my grandma's house. When I was a little girl, I guess that's why I feel like fire is burning me, or I feel like I'm hot. When I was a little girl, my grandma told me the story that my mom took my sisters and brothers out of the house and left me in there and said she didn't want me and set the house on fire. She said she was in the house and she smelled smoke, and my aunt just came over there and told her the trailer was in flames. That she don't know if I was in there or what, because my mama didn't say anything. My mama just walked away and left me in there. My grandma said when she went outside, she seen a brick, but she didn't have time to get the brick because the trailer was going up in flames fast. The only thing she said she seen was me in the window banging on it, crying, saying, help, help, help. My grandma said all she did was stick her fist and bust the glass out, pull me out before the trailer went up in flames. So I'm like, you know, it's a reason why I'm still here. It's a reason why God still got me placed here on this earth. It's a reason why God gave me 10 beautiful children. It's a reason why everything that's happening in my life is happening for a reason. I was a child that was abandoned. I was a child that almost been burned alive. See, one thing I want to address before I say what I'm about to say is, I don't know if I was touched on as a baby because my hormone levels be high. Like, you know, if you don't know who changed your diaper, you don't know. You're a baby. You just in the world. You don't know. Time went by. We moved in with my grandma. And my brother and I, my brother was around 9. My sister was 10. I was about 8. And I'll tell you, I can remember like yesterday. We moved in this big house with my grandma. It was a 5-bedroom, 2-bath. It was down like in the Rimber area in South Carolina. And when we moved in with my grandma, we never thought our life was going to change. We thought our life was going to change for the better, but it changed for the worse. What I'm about to say might be a little distraught. So if you want to get off the live, you can. If you want to stay, you can. All right. So I'm very hurtful inside what I'm about to say next. Living in my grandma's house, when my brother was about 9, 10 years old, I can put it like that. I can't really remember what age range, but I remember he was a little boy. He was assaulted. He was by my uncle. And we being kids will have to walk past our room and see these things are happening. When we used to go to my grandma and tell her about the that was going on in the household, she overlooked us and didn't believe us. She didn't want to believe us. So it was constantly happening every day because all my uncles and my aunties was living in the house with us at the time. And me and my sister would constantly stand there in the doorway and watch my uncle having with my brother. And it's clothes off, not clothes on. And it was just distraught on us being young girls seeing this happening to my brother at the time. I had to swallow my spit on that because it was just horrific. So it started happening. It was happening multiple times. Like, it would happen like 2 or 3 times a day. Now, I don't know. I can't really remember if my grandma was home some of the times it did happen, but most of the time it did happen. We would run around the living room and say, "Grandma, it's happening again." "What you mean what's happening?" "He's doing it again." That's all we would say. And she would never get off the chair and go see what was going on.
Listening to her talk about it, it's evident that she didn't have a very happy childhood. Seeing something like this happen to your brother at the hands of your own uncle and seeing it be ignored was extremely traumatizing for her. Not a lot of people know this, but Nika also wrote a book about her life as a kid and what happened to her. The book is called Real Life Never Felt So Real. In our previous video, we dove deep into Shanika's past, not to excuse her behavior, but to try and understand how trauma shapes a person. We talked about the abuse she went through as a child, the horrors she witnessed, and how that damage might have echoed into her own parenting. We thought maybe, just maybe, shedding light on her story could show people how the cycle of abuse repeats, and possibly why Shanika became the way she is. But apparently Shanika didn't see it that way. She didn't want anyone talking about her past, especially if it was being used against her. We came across this video of a YouTube channel, MGTV Reaction, reacting to Nika, where she basically says that everybody wants to know who Shanika Grant is.
Yeah, she do got a pretty picture. I've seen it. Well, I'm just saying, like, they be making me go viral when they be posting my ass around the internet. Everybody want to know who is Shanika Grant. I already tell my stop using my book for these. That's what they do. I'm gonna go write another.
You see, Nika thinks that she's famous now. She's a big celebrity, and people are using her name to gain a following. Well, here we go, trying to get some viewers on her name. Honestly, we're at a point now where her story doesn't even matter anymore. Because whatever chances she had to break the cycle to turn things around, not only did she throw them away, she lit them on fire and danced on the ashes. In recent days, her neglect has only gotten worse. And today we're going to talk about it. But to really understand the situation with her children, we need to talk about one man, Hayward. He's the father of Shanika's remaining 8 children, and his presence in their lives, barely even there. Shanika met Hayward when she already had Naya and Papa, and she fell for him hard. No second thoughts, no consideration for what she was doing or how it would affect her kids. At the time, she was living on Section 8 assistance and barely making ends meet. But despite that, she decided to let Hayward move in with her, knowing full well that he had just gotten out of jail. Once he moved in, things went downhill fast. Hayward started selling drugs right out of their house, and eventually it all caught up with them. The police raided their home, and as a result, CPS stepped in and took Nika's children away. Which led to Nika singing this iconic song called, "How Could Love Hurt So Bad? He Got a Wife, But I Was First."
I never knew I would be in so much pain when they took my children away. The world didn't see or know my pain. I was so hurt. I wanted to give up on life. I asked the Lord why did they took them away. I never gave up the fight for my innocence and my rights, for my children. When the world said I wouldn't get them back, the Lord knew his plan.
For the longest time, people believed that Nika's eldest daughter, Naya, would be the one to break the cycle, break free from the generational trauma that started with Nika's own mother and maybe even save her siblings in the process. But looking at how things have turned out, we're not so sure anymore. For years, Naya was completely under Nika's thumb. She started working at a very young age, juggling multiple jobs just to support the family, while Nika stood back and let it happen. What's worse is that Nika didn't just allow it, she manipulated her into doing it.
Everybody's business. Okay, so you work very hard, Mom. I work very hard. You just paid the bills, and you just got Christmas gifts. So I'll give this gift from me to you. So I took this money out right here for you to put in your pocket and get what you want.
For
right
what?
Here.
What is that?
This is for you.
Now, what is you doing, man? You ain't never seen we was coming out to the bank for me. You say for you.
Get this. This money is for you. Here you go.
Me? What is this?
That's $400.
Stop playing!
That's $400.
For Christmas?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God! I love you too. Oh, you're so sweet.
That's
My
$400.
baby gave. Oh, hold on, y'all a minute, please. Oh my God!
Yep.
You know I'm about to pay a bill, y'all.
That's $400
Another
for
one
you.
for my Christmas.
Yep.
Oh, I love you
Merry
too.
Christmas.
Oh, my bookie bag. Oh my God! Look at me, y'all. Look at her, y'all. For Christmas. She got $400. You so stinker, but I love you. Merry Christmas to you too, bookie bag.
Guess what? We're going shopping tomorrow.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
She has basically exploited her daughter for selfish reasons, for her personal indulgences, while the rest of her kids suffer every day. And it isn't like she's happy with Naya either. She's just not happy with any of her kids.
I said, go take a shower, because y'all had the same clothes on for the last couple of days and probably the same underwear, because I seen y'all didn't take a shower or washed. This little girl bucks up at me. Oh, whoa. Blah, blah, blah. What? Hold on. No. Who are you talking to? First of all. Second of all, what is going on? What you just said? Because I ain't heard nothing you said. All thing I said was to go take a shower. Get yourself ready for the day. Because y'all got the same clothes on. And then I'll be making videos and y'all be getting in the videos and people thinking that y'all not taking baths, y'all not washing, or y'all don't have clean clothes. When I go to the laundromat and wash clothes every week or every other week, when I have videos showing that I do laundry all the time. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect to me or my children. I just be trying to tell my girls all the time, you have to change your undies every day. Me personally, honestly, I get up every day, maybe 24 hours a day, and they ain't gonna change my underwear, take a bath or whatever, especially when I'm feeling sticky. It's no discrimination on none of my girls at all, y'all. All I try to do is teach these kids the right way of life, because they gotta go out there into this world by themselves. And I'm doing this by choice. You know what I'm saying?
However, the way Naya has been acting recently says a lot. It's starting to look like she's becoming more and more like her mother. She's no longer a child, and she's certainly not the authority figure in the house that people once hoped she'd grow into. You'd think growing up in that cast might ask her question Nika's treatment of the younger kids, but the problem is she's been conditioned to see all of this as normal. So now, instead of standing up or speaking out, she sits in the car next to Nika filming fast food mukbangs, while the rest of the kids are left at home eating sloppy, borderline inedible meals. What's even stranger is Naya's growing disdain for pregnant women. She keeps posting weird, demeaning content about them, as if not being pregnant somehow makes her more successful or morally superior. And while yes, we're glad she hasn't repeated Nika's mistakes, tearing down other women for choosing motherhood is just bizarre. It honestly shows how deeply Nika's choices and mindset have warped her daughter's view of life. And then there's her son, Tyquan Isaac, better known as Papa. From a young age, his life was already spiraling in the wrong direction. He started dealing drugs, stealing money, and getting involved in things no child ever should.
What's wrong with you? Now I goddamn lost the car because you wrecked the car. The investigator just called and said they see the car on the side of the damn road wrecked, towed up. What is wrong with you, man?
Oh, you Papa get attention at home? Papa get attention in the world. What do you mean? Bro, I tell you, he run through this house like little kids. Papa get more attention than anybody in this house. Sometimes he act like a little ass baby, bro. And Papa can't get his way. Let me give you a prime example how Papa get attention.
Let's put some videos up there.
I got so many videos
Sleep
of Papa.
us. What you mean? You sleep in my bed with me?
Papa sits there. Papa gets whatever the hell he wants. He gets all the attention like everybody else. Papa asked me 3 times when he came back home, can he go to the skate ring? I took Papa every time he wanted to go to the skate ring. Papa said, Mama, can I go see my girlfriend at the mall? I said, well, now you gotta work and I gotta work. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So if I'm not able to do something, I'm not able to do something. That does not mean you're going to take my car and put boys in there, ride around through the city like you grown. You ride around through the city in Columbia like you grown, right? You riding boys around in my car. Riding around town, you got 2 white boys you riding. Who their name is? Steve and whoever else you riding with. Well, I'm getting my information up and I'm doing everything in my power to get you back in my spot. And my car back. If you wreck that car, somebody's ass is in trouble, and it's not going to be you, it's going to be me. If you wreck that car and you got somebody in there, it's going to be on my behalf. You're not understanding what's going on right now. Put your guards down and let's go. Come on, put your guards down and let's go. Come on back around this way so we can get you where you need to be at. You want to go in a mental institution? No, you don't need to be there because you ain't crazy. You know what you got going on. You ain't fool. You ain't crazy. These are things you choose to do. And guess what? Papa don't get no ass cut. The last time Papa had an ass cut when Papa was 13 years old. Papa has not had an ass cut in God knows when. He has never had an ass cut. Papa was 13, he got his behind cut. Papa has never been disciplined the way he was disciplined when he was 13. Because Papa got out of hands when he was 14 and 15 because Papa was running away from school at the age 13. Papa was out selling drugs at the age 13. Papa was out here hanging with the wrong crowd at the age 13. Papa started stealing since he was 9. Papa ran away from the police when he was 13. Papa started robbing people at 13. Papa started doing all the shit he's doing when he was 13. And everybody think they know about my life when they don't know. Or I don't treat him right. Or he don't have a place he calls home. Or he's mad because I got so many babies in the house. Or he's mad because he's not getting attention. That's not the motherfucking fact in this house. The fact is, he does not understand the definition of being a young teenager and going on the right path because he's falling behind the wrong crew.
Eventually, he even left the house and stayed with his grandmother for a while. We don't want to bore you with the details of why he left and what exactly happened, because trust us when we say there are far worse things to cover. For instance, Papa has been abusing his younger sister Laya for a very long time. And to this date, Nika is delusional about it and lies to Laya.
Like nobody telling me what to do. I've been feel like a slave all my life with my grandma, living with that crazy crap she used to do. And Leah went on to read it, talking about she seen on there talking about Papa had sex with her. I said, Leah, why is you reading that mess? She's still reading that mess. She said, why is they saying that shit? That's not true. I said, if you go in there and you see that stuff, it's gonna get in your mind and you just gonna be messed up. I said, stop reading that stuff, yo.
So according to Nika, Laya just shouldn't read the messages as if that's somehow going to put a Band-Aid over the whole thing. Honestly, the things that she's allowed to happen in her household are just sickening, and this is just one thing. There are other things Nika has said about her own kids that are honestly beyond disturbing. We're not just talking about bad parenting or poor choices. This is the kind of stuff that leaves emotional scars. Take this clip, for example.
My kids away from me because somebody's saying something about drugs in the house. They trying to say that Isaiah tested positive for which was a lie, because when I called back up there, the man that gave me the lab results, I recorded the whole damn thing, but I had got a new phone. He said no, Isaiah did not test it positive for nothing. He said that Kira had a little bit of, he said something about she had a little bit of semen in her mouth or something like that. Now, living in the neighborhood was living it. My kids.
Yes, she actually said that. But words aren't the only problem here. In one of her live streams, viewers noticed something going on in the background, something that should never, ever happen in a home with children. While Nika is busy staring into the camera, ranting and rambling to her followers, her son is caught on camera exposing himself to a sibling. Let that sink in for a moment. She's so focused on her internet presence that she doesn't even realize what's unfolding behind her. No awareness, no reaction, no responsibility. This isn't just neglect, it's dangerous. It paints a chilling picture of a household in complete disarray. Because children don't just start acting out in such deeply inappropriate ways out of nowhere. It's almost always a reflection of the environment they're raised in. An environment that, in this case, is clearly lacking in safety, supervision, and basic care. And what's especially heartbreaking is that Nika, of all people, should understand the importance of protecting a child. She's publicly talked about being a survivor of abuse herself. So the fact that she turns a blind eye when something like this is happening under her own roof is just haunting. And as if this was all not enough, she's actually been making her daughters take birth control, specifically Laya. She put her on birth control so that she wouldn't get pregnant because she found out that Papa had been potentially having sex with her. She posted this on her Facebook a while ago. The post reads, "Kids want to be grown so bad and pregnant. She is so young, this is insane. Her whole childhood life is gone. Now she is a child about to be a mother raising a baby. That's why I do what I have to do with mines, especially when I know what goes on behind closed doors in my household." Yes, she really said all of that, as if putting her daughter on birth control somehow fixes the situation. It was this moment that made many realize she hasn't just failed as a mother, but as a human being. The fact that something so serious could happen under her roof and her response is so casual is beyond disturbing. What's even more heartbreaking is that she seems to treat this like it's just another inconvenience, something to manage quietly instead of addressing it for what it is, a major red flag that demands immediate action. Instead of offering real support or protection, she tells her daughter to not think about it and to take birth control pills. That's not guidance, that's neglect. Aside from everything else, Shanika is also known for being extremely rough with her children. There are numerous instances where she's seen cussing around them, using foul language, and handling them in a way that many would consider inappropriate and harsh.
I'm about to put you in the water. It's gonna be hard to comb it out. Nana, what did you scream about?
On top of that, she has a troubling pattern of refusing to take her kids to the doctor, even when the situation clearly calls for medical attention. One of her kids, Kira, had an abscess on her gums, and she uploaded a video trying to pop it with her dirty nails.
See that? It comes out. Hold on, open your mouth, You can't suck that up. It's an acid. Oh yeah, see that? It's coming out. Open your mouth. It's got pus in it. It's pus in it.
For those who are unaware, this isn't something minor that can be cured at home, and especially not the way she's doing it. Despite her audience constantly telling her to take the kid to a doctor, she refused to do it, completely neglecting her health and well-being. This only proves that she never truly wanted the child. What she wanted was to keep a man around. She convinced herself that having his babies would make him stay, but that was nothing more than a delusion. Hayward was never going to be the man she built up in her head, and now her children are paying the price for that fantasy. And despite Hayward leaving her for Belinda, for the longest time she couldn't get over it. She would constantly go on about how she was the first woman in his life, claiming she was his baby mama, wife, girlfriend, all rolled into one. But let's be real, she was deep in delusion.
She messed with a married man. No, he was my man first. He was my husband first. I was with him since 2009. I'm gonna always be first. With his kids. I don't care what nobody say. You can have your cake, but you can't eat it over here. You can come see your damn kids. You can get your kids whatever you want to give them. I ain't gonna stop that man from seeing his kids. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, he had the wife, he had the girlfriend, and then he had me. Of course, I'm getting ready to have my baby. But I was telling people I'm the wife, the girlfriend, and the baby mama all in one. That's what I was, because I was there before the wife. I was there before the girlfriend. I was there before anybody. Like in 2009, it was me. Even though he was a dog, doing what he doing, young, going to college, had females. You know, he had a lot going on. We was trying to fix the problem before it got worse. Hayward was deeply in love with me. Yes, he was. He did ask me to marry him, and that's not a lie. I told him no because I was not ready and I was not financially stable. I was not about to put myself in a situation of knowing that I was going to have an issue later down in life of trying to dang gonna get a divorce from a man that I didn't really want to be married to because of the situation that we were going through behind closed doors, and nobody never understand what we were going through. I can't tell every detail of what me and Hayward went through behind closed doors, but I know we've been through a lot together. You know, as one, having all our children, we had 8, so having all our children, you know, all the ups and downs. I mean, like, it was a lot going on, and I tried to hold on to what he was saying, even though he tell me lies. Oh, yeah, we were still messing around. Of course, I was pregnant with his baby, so yeah, at the time he was with the girlfriend, we were still messing around. When you're in love with a man, and y'all been through so much in y'all life and been together for so many years, especially when we've been together almost 10 years, I mean, how can you let go of somebody that you have gave all your trust to and somebody that you really love?
The way she talked about her relationship with Hayward is honestly sad, pathetic, and downright disgusting. It's like she created this fantasy in her head while completely ignoring the reality of how he treated her and how that entire situation wrecked her family. And even after being delusional for so long, Nika still hasn't let go of that hope that she can somehow find herself a man who will stick around and magically fix the chaos in her life. Recently, she's gotten involved with yet another man. Someone who, by all accounts, seems no better than the father of her 8 children. And believe us, that's saying a lot, because her past relationships, as you guys know by now, have been no better. From what people have observed so far, this new guy comes with his own set of problems and baggage, adding even more stress to an already volatile situation. It's like Nika is stuck in an endless cycle, repeating the same toxic patterns over and over again, hoping that somehow this time things will be different. The man in question is this guy, Casper, aka DJ, aka Deshaun Frost Jamel. And you might be able to tell from the picture alone that we just showed you that he is a fresh out of jail convict. At this point, it honestly seems like Nika has a thing for criminals. And he's not just any criminal. From what we've gathered so far, this guy was in prison for almost 11 years for all kinds of serious charges. We're talking about driving under a suspended license, improper vehicle licensing, multiple fraud incidents, kidnapping, assault and battery 3rd degree. And if it's not enough, he's also been charged with attempted murder and kidnapping. Yes, attempted murder. This is the man Shanika willingly allowed into her home around her kids like it was no big deal. It's almost unbelievable that after everything with Hayward, she'd go and repeat the same mistake, except this time with someone whose criminal record is even worse. We mean the same thing already happened with Hayward. He got out of jail and immediately found shelter in Nika's house right there around her 2 kids. And why? Because honestly, Nika is desperate to play the housewife. She's always ready to clear a space in her chaotic life for any man who's just as toxic and trashy as she is. But honestly, it's not even her that we care about anymore. She and these men might actually be perfect for each other because, let's be real, Nika is no better than a criminal herself at this point. For all we know, she should probably be behind bars too for the way she's treating those poor kids. Who we're really concerned about here is the kids. Honestly, these kids have been through a lot. Malnourishment, neglect, abuse, manipulation, you name it. They're the ones caught in the middle of this never-ending parade of criminals and chaos, growing up surrounded by screaming matches, shady men, and a mother who seems more interested in playing the victim than actually protecting them. And while Nika keeps chasing her fantasy of being a housewife, her children are the ones paying the price for every reckless choice she makes. Honestly, it's beyond horrifying that a mother would let a man who attempted murder stay with her kids and be around them. And how do we even know that this man has been around Nika's kids? Well, he was caught on camera in one of Nika's own videos. She later claimed that it was HJ, her son, but the man we all just saw behind her was no HJ for sure.
That's DJ. You can't hear? That's DJ or issue.
It seems to us that Nika knew from the beginning that it was wrong for her kids to be around this guy, and she knew that the internet would not like it very much, which is why she tried so hard to keep it low-key by giving her prison bae a codename, Casper. But of course, people eventually figured it out. Casper was actually DJ all along, and he was living with Nika. Because, let's be real, even criminals need a place to stay, especially when they're fresh out of prison. Yes, that's right. From DJ's criminal records, it's clear that he was released from prison on April 4th, 2025. So this man hasn't even been out of jail for 6 months, and Nika was already opening her gates for him. Another thing we found on Reddit was that this guy actually got a ticket in Nika's car, even though Nika has been denying all affiliations with him. This user on Reddit said, "You said you don't know this man. Meanwhile, he got a dirty-ass ticket in your car. His license is suspended, and I'm going to reach out to let the court know so that your insurance policy will be dropped. Do right by our kids." So apparently not only was he staying with Nika, he was also driving her car, all while she was begging for cash, selling her stamps, and crying on social media about gas money. And as if all this wasn't enough, there have been a lot of rumors swirling around that Nika might be pregnant again. Yes, she actually has the audacity to barely provide him for the 10 kids she already has, and then possibly go and bring another child into the mess. Now, to be fair, we don't know exactly how true these rumors are, because none of it has come directly from Nika herself. People have been mostly speculating that she's pregnant because she's been gaining weight massively. And by massively, we mean a lot. People keep pointing out how much bigger she's gotten, and insisting it might be a baby on the way. And honestly, with Nika, nothing would surprise us at this point. She's proven time and again that she's capable of just about anything, no matter how reckless or irresponsible it might be. However, people eventually figured out that all that weight had nothing to do with a baby. Nika herself had previously claimed that she got her tubes tied, so realistically a pregnancy seemed pretty unlikely. The truth is, she was just packing on pounds from all the junk she keeps shoving in her mouth, filming fast food mukbangs and eating good meals all by herself in the car while her kids are left barely scraping by.
Turn the oven light on. We got the baked pork chops in the oven. There's pork chops in there. They cooking real good. Baked pork chops in there. And then we got...
And let's just talk about those kids. The food situation for them is downright depressing. They're stuck eating spaghetti practically every single day of their lives. If it's not spaghetti, it's bacon and rice, or peas and rice on repeat.
You know I gotta have my water and my soda at the same time. Hold on, that door, Nunu. Boy, I only imagine if I have triplets. Oh, please. They're like, oh no. That's what Grandma said, you have all them babies and once somebody something happens, who will take care of all them children? She said, I can't take care of them, I can barely see. I said, Grandma, ain't nobody pregnant. Somebody, every time you turn around, you get pregnant. I know when you get pregnant. I said, I ain't pregnant, I just fat.
And on the rare good days, they might get a pizza. Honestly, at this point, the kids are pretty tired of the pizza as well.
Do y'all ever get tired of eating pizza? I do. Yes. Yeah.
So here's the pizza right here. We got a double slice so everybody can have enough to eat it.
And it's not just what she's feeding them, it's how much. The portion sizes seem to be getting smaller and smaller every time. Just look at what she's serving. This is what her kids are expected to eat on a daily basis. And for any mother watching this, you already know, that is nowhere near enough for growing kids, especially not 10 of them. This is nothing. And whenever someone dares to point it out, Nika goes into full defense mode, lying through her teeth and claiming that's what they want.
And I'm gonna get in the kitchen and cook. I got some pork chops and dirty rice, or pork chops and yellow rice for dinner, and some black eyed peas. Right now they're gonna have some pizzas. Let me show you what it look like. And that's what it looked like. Yes, it's double cut, but guess what? That's what my babies like. That's what they're gonna eat. Ew.
Seriously? The kids are clearly hungry, probably starving, just wishing for one decent meal that is filling for once. And it's painfully obvious that this isn't what they want. One commenter on YouTube even pointed out a heartbreaking detail. On the rare occasion she cooked fried chicken, one of her boys said that they weren't going to be hungry that night. If this isn't heartbreaking, we don't know what is. These kids aren't just eating repetitive meals, they're living in survival mode, hoping for a rare moment of normalcy, while their mother stuffs herself with fast food in the car and pretends everything's fine. However, circling back to the pregnancy rumors, it wasn't entirely based on people speculating about her sudden weight gain or her visibly growing body. There was actually some truth behind the buzz. It turns out the rumors were partially confirmed through a thread of messages between a Reddit user and her now ex-prison bae, DJ. According to this conversation, Nika apparently lied to DJ about being pregnant just to keep him from leaving her. Yes, she faked a pregnancy to trap a man fresh out of jail. So Nika did it again. She told this man, DJ, that she was pregnant with his child, purely as a way to keep him around. Only this time we think Nika physically couldn't have any more kids. We honestly believe that if she could, she absolutely would have gone through with it, just hoping it would make him stay. But this was all just another one of her manipulative games, proving once again that she'll go to any lengths, even lying about pregnancy, to keep a man in her chaotic orbit. However, we'd like to now move on from this topic, because trust us when we say there's a lot to cover when it comes to Nika's neglect of her kids. For instance, let's talk about Laya's birthday, her big 15th birthday celebration, which, to be honest, was Anything but a celebration. It was honestly pathetic how this girl was treated on her special day. They all just piled into the car, drove around aimlessly, bought her a cookie, and then called it a day.
Like, comment, subscribe, channel, post notification, post a video, you know, post a video. Today is Leah's birthday, of course. They have on matching shirts. Can I see your shirts? Then you put your hair out your face? Dang, y'all, look at them. You didn't even catch up. God.
So basically, no party, no gifts, no real effort. That was it. That's how Nika celebrated her daughter's milestone 15th birthday. And it's just another glaring example of how little care and attention these kids actually get. Laya's birthday, in our opinion, is one of the most horrendous things we've seen on our channel so far, and we'll tell you exactly why. So Laya, like any ordinary kid, had a few simple wishes for her birthday. And mind you, these weren't anything extravagant. All she wanted was to get box braids, have some buffalo hot wings, and go shopping to pick out some cute outfits for herself. That's it. And you can tell just how deprived these kids are of even basic pleasures, because the one thing they always seem to wish for on their birthdays is simply good food. We think it was last year. For her previous birthday, Laya got Zaxby's, and her reaction was absolutely over the moon. The girl was genuinely ecstatic just to have a proper meal, and honestly, it was heartbreaking to watch.
Hey, don't put it on the ground.
You got that too? You got that too? You got that too? So you got that too? What else you asked for your birthday?
I know what else.
What else you asked? What else you asked for?
I don't know.
Oh, you know, you got to tear it up better. She running, boy. She running. What is that, Samara?
So it's fries, redheads, bacon, cheese,
And what else you
and
missing?
chicken.
There you go.
I saw these on eyes, man. I ain't know it.
You saw it on the ad?
Mm-hmm.
It should be good. It will be good.
It is good. Well,
It ain't come with no drink, so
I just want everybody to see, girl, you perfect. Miss Perfect. I ain't spoil you. See what I'm saying?
We mean, the girl just got some fries, and according to Nika, that's spoiling her. But this year, she didn't even get a meal for herself. Instead, she had to share a single plate with Kira. And she didn't even go to the restaurant she wanted. Instead, Nika dragged them to their usual spot, Wing Spot, which, let's be real, is Nika's and Naya's favorite, not Laya's. We honestly cannot understand why a child can't have her own plate of food on her damn birthday. Why does she have to share a meal even on her special day? But wait, because there's more. Nika was out here pretending like she was doing all these wonderful things for Laya's birthday, putting on a show for the camera. But the truth is, she had no money at all. Even though she had a job at the laundromat at this point, she was completely broke, as usual, whenever it came to her kids. This is the same woman who somehow always has money to spend on herself, getting her hair done, pampering herself, buying fast food mukbangs, but magically, there's never a dime left for her children. So what did she do? She had to call up Naya, who ended up paying for the food they got. And even then, when they finally got to the place, Nika made a point to mention that it was Laya's birthday just so she could try to get a discount.
I can't read all that. Cocktail sauce.
But you want all that kind of stuff?
Mild sauce. No, she reading it. Yum yum sauce. Yum yum sauce. Soy sauce. Duck sauce.
Duck, how you doing?
Ketchup. Good.
Can we get 2 number ones and hot?
Her voice go like that. What's your drink, Mama?
We want a fruit punch, no ice, and a lemonade, no ice. And then we want ranch, but we want 2 extra ranch.
Girl, you got Gatorade.
And what?
What do you want?
Yeah.
What you want?
Oh,
She got a drink in the back seat.
it's fine. Can I Gatorade like mine? Can I try the ranch for dipping? I mean, you got ranch.
The bullshit. Can I add a sweet tea, no ice? And then that's gonna be it.
It's her birthday. We trying to make sure she gets what she wants.
Birthday!
Happy birthday, girl! Yeah. Yay!
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second.
It's your birthday.
Clock it.
We mean, how disappointing is that? She couldn't even get the extra ranch dip she wanted. And here's the kicker. When Nia handed over her card to pay, Nika had the audacity to claim that she put the money in the card, saying it's the same account or some combined money nonsense.
No. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes, I did put money with it. It's just all on one card, period. She ain't did nothing. Everything all together. Together, trolls be trolling for no reason. It's my Bookie's birthday.
Somebody even posted a close-up cropped video of Lia's face when Nika said that. And honestly, that look on her face told the whole story. It was embarrassment, disappointment, and heartbreak all rolled into one.
Oh, yes, I did put money with it. It's just all on one card, period. She ain't did nothing. Everything all together. Together, trolls be trolling for no reason. It's my Bookie's birthday.
Money's right there.
And let's not even get started on the whole hair situation. Lia wanted to get her hair done for her birthday. She wanted box braids. And thank goodness she finally got them. But for some reason, Nika felt the need to run out and get her own hair done too, and then flaunt it like it was some sort of competition, just because Lia got hers done.
Yeah, almost.
You stay in that head since you got that hair done.
Cause I don't like it all the way up in my face and
When the boss braids you got them, they look good too.
It's absurd how she's jealous of her own daughter and feels the need to compete with her. At least that's how it comes across to us. And honestly, it's just atrocious. Even when she finally spends money on her kids, it's like she can't help but make sure she sets some aside to treat herself. She just can't let her child have the spotlight without inserting herself into the moment. And here's the thing. A lot of people online believe that the money Nika spent on her own hair didn't even come from her own pocket. People suspect it actually came from donations that strangers on the internet sent specifically for Lia's birthday, which is absolutely disgusting if true. Because honestly, getting braids at this point shouldn't be such a big deal for Lia. But it is, because she's been bullied in school, and Nika has done nothing about it. In fact, all of Nika's kids seem to have pretty bad hair situations going on. It's a mess.
All right, go ahead. Y'all go with your dad. Don't forget to what?
These kids deserve proper clothes and proper hair care so they can present themselves confidently to the world. School is hard enough for kids as it is, let alone for children who have a mom who blasts their entire lives on the internet, doesn't even wash their clothes properly, and can't be bothered to make sure they look cared for. It's heartbreaking and infuriating all at once. Besides everything else, there was another moment from that same vlog that really pissed a lot of people off. The conversation about seatbelts. At one point, Lia is just casually joking about how people keep commenting and asking why the kids aren't wearing seatbelts like it's some kind of joke. And honestly, it rubbed viewers the wrong way.
Real, like, why would we get up there and be like, oh yeah, your kids ain't in a seatbelt?
Tell them again. Yes, honey. Not in a seatbelt. Person, if you right, that's what
I ain't lying. We parked. They not in the seatbelt.
She ain't lying.
That trolling be getting on my nerves.
Your kids not in the seatbelt.
We literally parked. What do you mean they not in the
I'm
seatbelt?
sorry, but we can just take pictures. They be talking about everything, bro.
Tell them again. No. See, Nookie has spoke up.
Come on now.
Ain't it?
Clock it.
Today is her day.
It's one thing to ignore basic safety. That's already reckless. But it's a whole other level of delusion to then mock the people who are actually concerned. Instead of taking accountability, Nika, now apparently her daughter, deflect, joke, and act like they're the ones being attacked. A lot of people on Reddit watched that clip and even compared Lia to becoming another Nia in the making. And honestly, if that happens, we wouldn't be surprised at all. Because Nika has been manipulating and shaping these kids in her image, encouraging the same mindset, the same disregard for responsibility, and the same attitude of deflection and denial. It's just another layer in the endless cycle of dysfunction. These kids are growing up with only one role model, and that role model is Nika, a woman who is openly chaotic, unstable, and careless. So how else do you expect them to turn out? Moreover, Another thing that the audience was quick to point out was that even though Nika didn't have any money to spend on Laya for her birthday, she somehow had enough cash to go to a Fantasia concert and then flaunt her brand new dress and handbag all over Instagram. And let's not forget, this concert happened right around the same time as Laya's birthday, which honestly says everything you need to know. It's just more proof that Nika doesn't really care about her kids. She's out here getting food stamps, which she apparently keeps selling off, instead of using them for what she should be buying: school supplies, decent clothes, or even just some basic things for the house. Because let's be real, the kids are constantly wearing the same clothes over and over again. Viewers have pointed out multiple times how the kids don't seem to change outfits for several days straight. She even said that it's okay for her boys to keep wearing the same clothes for a week.
It's hard to even kind of do what I had on yesterday in the video. You wear the same clothes as much as you want to wear.
That's nasty. That's nasty. That's filthy nasty.
The same clothes all the time and change their underwear. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that if a man walk around here with the same pants and shirt on all day long, can you? Boys can wear the same clothes, girls can't, but they did get up this morning and wash down or whatever and got out here and got dressed. As long as their underwear is clean and their boxers, that's fine with me. But sometimes Isaiah does wear the same shirt because it's the same shirt. But he does change his clothes, and at the end of the day, y'all come up here dressing some of the dumbest.
Honestly, we don't understand how a grown adult can possibly think it's okay for kids to go without changing their underwear or wearing the same clothes for an entire week. It's beyond unhygienic, it's neglectful. And yet Nika seems completely unbothered by it. These children are walking around with visibly dirty nails, no access to basic sanitary products, and not even a bar of soap to wash their faces with. And even though Nika is practically living in Walmart, grabbing her free food hauls, she never seems to bother picking up any actual household essentials, like, for example, some proper cups and plates. One Reddit user even posted a picture from the Walmart aisle showing stacks of cheap cups and plates, basically saying, look, they're right here. You could grab these during your monthly grocery run instead of blowing money on concerts and handbags. But of course, that's not Nika's priority, because somehow there's always money for her own fun, but never for her kids. And while we're on the topic of her Walmart hauls, it would honestly be blasphemy not to talk about the infamous great confrontation between Nika and the Walmart employee, the incident that pretty much led to her getting banned from the store. So, as usual, Nika was on one of her regular runs, filming herself while collecting free food from Walmart. And if you know anything about Nika, you know she does this almost every month on the 10th. It's basically her own personal holiday.
Set it up in the buggy. Now I know people are gonna look at me like I'm crazy because I got a whole camera, but forget it. We're gonna have to record these videos, right? Let's get into it. Perfect shot. So what I do is when I get inside, I will just turn the camera around the other way. But anyway, this is the perfect view, the perfect side.
So there she is in Walmart, camera rolling, chatting away for her followers, when an employee comes up and tells her she's not allowed to record in the store. And instead of just turning off her camera and going about her business, which by the way should have been getting food for her kids, not filming content, Nika decides to get into a full-blown argument with the employee.
Are you filming in the store?
My shopping list.
Your shopping list? You got permission from the store manager?
No, I do it all the time.
You can't do it. Got turn it off.
Can't do it at all.
She starts ranting about how it's not Walmart's policy, how she's always filmed there with no issues, and how nobody's ever told her to stop before. To this, the employee fires back and tells Nika that they know exactly who she is and she isn't allowed to record anymore. In other words, telling her that Walmart basically wants nothing to do with her. They don't want her name associated with their brand pretty much ever again. So Nika storms out of the store and goes on this massive rant in her car about how people just can't stand to see her happy and successful, and how everyone is trying to bring her down by stopping her from filming at Walmart.
So I'm in the Walmart. This is what I do all the time. I record. It was never a problem after all these years of me recording one particular store that I'm recording. He said, you can't do that. I ain't never beyond Shanika Grant. You blah, blah, blah. It's always your own race that brings you down. It's your own color that doesn't like to see you be successful or have anything in life or be out there. It's the world that kills me, that sees Shanika Grant trying to do the best she can to be successful in life and go where she need to go in life. And these stupid, I'm gonna tell you just like that. These are females. These ain't no males. These are females that are going up there on Facebook
putting all kind of shit up there, saying all kind of dumb stuff, doing dumb stuff to make me look bad. When I go in Walmart, I get my receipts print off. I have no reason to steal out of Walmart. I have no reason to do anything dumb. He was like, you can't record in Walmart. You have to turn that off. I said, I never heard that in a million years, sir. He said, yeah, I have heard about you. I know how you make your videos. I know how you do what you do. But as long as you're in Walmart, you cannot record anymore in here anymore.
She even takes it a step further and claims that it's always her own race trying to tear her down. Now, we honestly don't know what Nika thinks people are supposedly jealous of, because at this point, we're pretty sure people of every race would collectively refuse to claim her, considering how disgraceful she's become as a person. But that's still not the worst part, because then Nika starts ranting about how none of this would have happened if Naya had been with her, basically suggesting that she could have thrown Naya into this situation to defend her, like she always does, using Naya as a shield or a scapegoat for her own drama.
If I send Naya in the store, that's a difference. Still, then I would never walk in the store. Because he see that I didn't have Naya with me today. Because if Naya was with me, she would have said something to them. She would have been like, okay, you know what, my mama been doing this. Naya would have cursed that man ass out. He would have got the business today. I promise you he would have got the business. Because that was very disrespectful and rude what he said to me. And what I'm trying to say is...
Because that's Nika's trademark move. Throw other people under the bus, keep herself the center of attention, and somehow always spin the narrative so that she's the perpetual victim in her own self-made chaos. Now, we did a little bit of digging to find out if it's really Walmart's policy or if it's just that they specifically have a problem with Nika, which, by the way, if they did, we honestly wouldn't blame them. But it turns out that Walmart does, in fact, have a policy against recording in their stores. You're not allowed to film inside without permission. And yet, we totally get that a lot of creators film anyway, but it's not officially allowed. It's basically just a matter of who gets caught and who doesn't. And honestly, in our opinion, all she had to do was turn off her camera and go about her business. But of course she didn't, because she's Shanika Grant. She's famous, y'all. Aside from that, there's been a lot of discussion on Reddit about whether or not she's been stealing from these stores. A Reddit user shared a theory that she's also been banned from Target for stealing. As of right now, we don't have solid proof that she's shoplifting, except for this one video we found on Reddit. But let's be real, it wouldn't shock us in the slightest if she were, because Nika has shown over and over that she doesn't want to spend her own money on her family or her kids. Meanwhile, her kids are living in horrible conditions, suffering extreme medical neglect, and enduring a miserable life, all while Nika stays busy creating drama and putting herself first. A perfect example of how little Nika actually cares about her kids' well-being is the fact that she never takes them anywhere. These kids barely have anything fun or exciting in their lives. On the rare occasions when they do get to do something remotely enjoyable, it's usually thanks to someone else, like this past summer when their father, who's been pretty much absent from their lives for ages, finally took them swimming. And even then, Nika made her younger daughter Sissy stay home with her. Why? Simply because she couldn't stand to watch all the kids have fun while she sat at home alone. She apparently needed company while she sat in front of her camera doing her usual live.
This is my water. I didn't let her go with her daddy because they're going swimming, and that's too much for him to be watching everybody swim. I mean, you know, like everybody. So I want to keep her with me. He already got the big ones that he taking with him to go swimming, so I kept side with me. Her and I had a ball all night. I guess I went out for a little bit tonight. She got a breath of fresh air. She was in the house at night and it was chilling, so I came back, eat a little bit, and I put some of my food up for later. So I had some ice cream earlier because I bought Sai some ice cream too. But get your box. I'm about to get it home. Yeah, get your box.
We mean, it's one thing to deprive your kids of fun experiences altogether, but to deliberately keep one child home just because you can't handle your own feelings of jealousy or loneliness? That's disgusting on a whole new level. And if you want another example of how little she cares about her kids' happiness, just look at what she said about taking them to the zoo.
On this channel, I'm trying to do something a little bit different because I know I haven't shown the kids going to the zoo this summer or anything because all the negativity that's in the air. So if it's going to be negativity, then I don't need no issues with my children. So I try to basically keep them off camera. They're not eating
Or doing a shopping vlog or something like how we used to do.
So according to Nika, she couldn't take her kids to the damn zoo because of all the negativity in the air. As if her home is some peaceful oasis filled with positive vibes, when in reality, it's a place where everyone is either crying, screaming, or both at the same time. Though in the last month, we did see Nika try to convince people online that she actually does fun things with her family. She took the kids to Swan Lake Park, and honestly, it was a complete disaster. Both Naya and Nika were loud as hell, practically drowning out the kids, and they wouldn't even let the kids play on the swings in peace. It was total chaos.
I'm gonna need to get a picture of y'all for y'all leave. So y'all can have this for y'all memories. Hey, get your behind down.
I better jump, y'all. Working out.
Behind me, the kids are enjoying the park, y'all. It is getting ready to rain. It's getting ready to storm out here, but I make sure I got thing on. Bring my babies out here to the park so they can come out here and have a good time. Because, you know, like I say, I'm a full-time mom. I work, I come home, I cook, clean, shower, whatever I need to do. Bathe, whatever, for these babies, whatever. Mama gonna do it. Mama gonna make sure she get it done. So we all at the park. Everybody done got the swings behind me. We gonna get ready to go ahead and play for a little while on the monkey bars and slide down the slides or whatever they want to do. Because the rain is getting ready to come down. As you can see, you can hear the storm. You can hear the storm.
On top of that, Nika took the kids to the park when it was about to rain and brought a single donut each for them while she sat there eating her chicken wings.
Who else want another? I'm getting half this time. Now get your last.
You so pretty.
Let me go get on the swing. Get your last one.
Wayne finna look like you. I see that. Get into that. I did that. Period.
I'm getting on that train. Now move now.
Not too much on her ponytails though. Move, mama getting on one, Kaya. Move. No, Isaiah scared. Move, Isaiah.
It's one right there, Isaiah.
Y'all got the baby one.
There's one right there too.
I ain't been on a swing. It's so.
Isaiah, watch out.
We don't even understand. What's the point of taking your kids to the park as if you're just gonna yell at them the entire time and force them to get off the swing? At one point, poor HJ even said that the chicken smelled good, so Nika gave him one piece, only to yell at him later when he accidentally dropped it. It was honestly horrible to watch.
That's a waste of money.
Lana, Carol. I love you.
Lana got them getting her hair done. She got something.
Not it. Lana, it.
You throw my whole chicken, you won't get no more. I could have ate my, I ain't fine. I could have ate my chicken. Grab my face, bro.
Oh my God.
You shouldn't have thrown my chicken. I paid money for that.
Where you going?
Now you getting another one?
Where's she going?
Naya, you get another one?
Where the team's not these? Lana not playing. What? Oh,
She got rid of the picture.
Where's that?
we just came.
Give me that.
Stop being so
No.
You get one out the box. Now get one.
Huh?
He only had one.
On the bite.
That's the second one.
We just don't understand it. How can Nika sit there eating full meals while her kids go without? If she's able to buy food for herself, why can't she get the same for all her children? Why are they always watching her eat, asking for a bite while she finishes every last piece? This isn't about being broke, it's about priorities. Time and time again, she shows that her cravings and comfort come first, and her kids come last. No good parent would enjoy a meal knowing their children are hungry or being forced to share scraps. And honestly, every time we see Nika cook for her kids, it's nothing short of depressing. There's no care, no thought, no effort, just whatever scraps she finds tossed into a pot and boiled into some gray, flavorless mess. It's not cooking, it's barely even feeding. It's like she just wants to get it over with as quickly as possible, as if nourishing her children is a chore she's being forced to do. Someone on Reddit put it perfectly. She cooks like she's feeding animals. And we couldn't agree more. The way she plates the food, the way she talks while serving it, there's no sense of love or responsibility behind it. Just a rushed, sloppy, low-effort pile of slop. And the saddest part is that these kids eat it. They have no choice. That's all they're given. However, at the same time, even animals feed their young before themselves. So what does that say about Nika that she doesn't? If anything, this entire park trip proved that Nika's kids have zero real fun with her. She only planned the outing and filmed it so she could show off online and pretend she's some loving, fun mom. But in reality, it all seemed completely staged. Just another performance for the camera. In actuality, the real reason Nika pulled off that little park trip was to show the internet that she's a fun mom and to compete with Hayward, who might now be trying to get custody of the older kids, which, by the way, is an entire topic of its own. A lot of people believe the kids probably enjoy themselves more when they're with Hayward or Belinda. And honestly, we don't think Belinda has any problem with Nika's kids being around. It's always been Nika who didn't want the kids going over there, because let's be real, if they spend time away, she loses her grip on them. She can't isolate them and manipulate them into becoming just like her if they're exposed to other people, especially people who might actually show them a normal life. For instance, when someone suggested that Nika should have just invited some of Laya's friends over for a proper birthday celebration, instead of whatever half-assed nonsense she threw together, Nika claimed that Laya hates people. But does she really not like people? Or is it because she's bullied? Because Nika never puts Laya in a good light, never seems to care how her social life is going, how other kids are treating her, or how Nika's own shenanigans are wrecking her social life. That being said, let's circle back to Hayward for a second. While we do agree that kids probably have a good time with their father, this guy left his kids with a mentally unstable woman and barely even checks up on them. In our opinion, he's just as bad as Nika. These kids are his responsibility too, and if he's not stepping in, not intervening, not making sure they're fed properly and taken care of, then he's equally responsible for how these kids are suffering. Because these kids are dealing with extreme medical neglect in that house. And as you can see the degree to which their medical needs are ignored just by looking at Laya and Kira's glasses situation. Both girls have been prescribed glasses for some time now, but for some reason they're never seen wearing them. People have pointed it out over and over again in Reddit threads, YouTube comments, you name it. Viewers first started noticing it when they saw Laya constantly squinting her eyes in videos, a clear sign that she was struggling to see and needed her glasses. But Nika just ignored it for as long as she possibly could.
She got her glasses, she was styling and profiling with them, y'all. She ready to wear her glasses. I tried to help her pick, but not pick for her, if you know what I mean, because I'm not wearing the glasses, so. Put your shoe back on. Why you take your shoe off the ground?
Because that's the pattern with Nika. Ignore the kids' needs, pretend everything's fine, and keep the chaos going, as long as she's the center of attention. And the worst part about this entire situation is that while Nika's daughters are struggling without their glasses, Nika herself is out here wearing glasses for no reason, getting her own vision checked and making sure she's taken care of. But somehow she can't be bothered to take the girls to the doctor to get their prescriptions filled. At one point, she even claimed she was waiting to get the glasses for the girls when school starts, which is the most ridiculous excuse ever. Glasses are not a back-to-school accessory, they're a medical necessity. These girls literally need them to see. We honestly can't wrap our heads around why any mother would deliberately delay getting her kids glasses when she knows how badly they need them. According to Naya, the girls did wear their glasses when they were in the group home. But as soon as the kids return to Nika, the glasses mysteriously disappear, as if they suddenly don't need them anymore. When things finally spiraled completely out of control, Nika did eventually decide to get the girls' eyesight checked and get them glasses. And let us tell you, it was something. First off, she's just casually saying on camera that Laya is practically blind in one eye and has completely lost her vision there. Like it's some minor inconvenience instead of a serious medical crisis.
Leah and Kai has an eye exam appointment, and we get ready to head into the room right now for the eye exam. Leah is blind.
And now for the eyes that Leah is blind.
So she knew that Kara and Laya had vision problems and they were practically blind, but she still decided to wait so long? Then when they actually get to the doctor's office, it's absolute chaos. The kids are running around like it's a playground, completely unsupervised, while Nika is busy filling out the form. Oh, and she doesn't even know how to spell her children's last name, by the way.
How old are you, Kai?
12. Why?
What's your date of birth? Sit down there.
2012. It's like 16, 2012.
You live with your intelligence.
Don't play with me, little girl. All right, so I'm asking you some questions. Do you have a lazy eye?
Oh, come on, you right here, bro. She don't got
They got this room. Do you drink? Or do you smoke?
Give me the paper. I'm 10. I'm 12 years old.
You have an eye exam today?
Yep.
Right here.
She absolutely knows nothing about her kids. She had to ask for every single information from the children, which is just downright concerning. We mean, how could you not know your children's birth date? In one particularly disturbing moment, we noticed during that vlog was how the little girls were behaving with each other. For example, there's this moment where Lana is hugging Sissy and someone tells her to stop, and Lana just flips them off with her middle finger.
Now pull here towards you, the chair.
Stop hugging. What the heck?
Pull it. Thank you. What you do? I'm gonna look at it.
Oh, stop doing that.
We mean, this kid is, 10 years old? Maybe not even that. And even if she's a bit older, this is not normal or acceptable behavior. It's a huge red flag about the kind of environment these kids are growing up in and what they're learning from the chaos around them. It's honestly deeply disheartening. But the part that really made her blood boil was when Lia and Kira finally got called into the examination room. Lia and Kira were struggling so badly, she couldn't even read anything on the board. And instead of being worried sick, like any normal parent would be if their child was potentially losing vision in an eye, Nika was just sitting there laughing like it was the funniest thing in the world.
No. Okay, now, you ain't gonna throw when I'm laughing when I come. Something.
15, 8, 10.
18. Yeah, you need some help. You doing all that laughing in the corner.
Why are you laughing so much over there, huh?
What we call a meal sign. You know what meal sign means?
No, sir.
You don't see boy out hungry.
We honestly cannot understand how she could sit there and giggle while her child was practically blind in one eye. Any other mother would be devastated and terrified, but Nika? No, she just treats it more like content for her vlog. Moreover, a lot of people online have pointed out that Nika's kids are reportedly getting terrible grades at school. And again, we're not surprised, because how can they possibly perform well when they can't even see the board? The fact that they don't even have glasses is a huge part of the problem. However, what absolutely nobody understands is why Nika ignored this for so long. It's not like she even had to spend any money. She has Medicaid, which would cover the cost of eye exams and the glasses. It's literally free. All she had to do was take some time, book the appointment, get their eyes checked, and make sure the girls actually wear the glasses so they don't end up losing their vision. But she couldn't be bothered. And that once again proves the same point. Nika doesn't do anything that doesn't benefit her directly. She takes the kids to the park, not because they need fresh air or fun, but because it makes for good content. She gets Lia a cookie on her birthday, not because it's thoughtful, but because it's something she can spin on camera to look like a loving mom. In reality, she has zero time or energy for these kids unless it serves her image. And this pattern shows up time and again. Take, for example, the time when Sissy kept scratching her ear and viewers pointed out that it could be an infection and she needed to be seen by a doctor. Nika ignored it, just brushed it off, until it got so bad she couldn't avoid it anymore. And guess what? Sissy had a ruptured eardrum. That's not something that happens overnight. These kinds of conditions develop over time and worsen when neglected. But Nika, of course, didn't act until it was an emergency, and by then the damage was already done. Because she doesn't have time to handle actual parenting. She's too busy wasting money and energy on her bingo addiction or chasing whatever chaos she's into that week. Also, people have pointed out in this video of Nika that her kids don't have appropriate clothing items or even shoes that fit them. One of the kids is wearing shoes that are way too big for her, and Nika's acting like she didn't know the shoes were too big before they left the house. This is a serious hazard. The child could easily fall. On top of that, we're pretty sure school is starting back next month, and instead of preparing, Nika's been spending all her food stamps and money on pointless purchases. Honestly, getting the kids some school essentials should be a priority if they're going to go back to school, but Nika doesn't care, and she never did. Besides all this, another situation that deserves attention is Nika's beef with the TikTok creator known as Big Mama, also known as Mama Mercedek88. That is, you can even call it that. For those unfamiliar, Big Mama is a family content creator who is widely respected for the way she raises her kids.
Alright, y'all, if I don't do nothing, I'm gonna feed them kids. Them kids earlier, they ate KFC. So now they wanted pizza. Alright, come on, Jolly. Jolly asked for pepperoni.
Thank you.
You welcome, baby. Pea, pepper, bacon. It's bacon. It's like a cheese pizza.
Thank you, Mom.
It's your last time. Bacon. You know you probably saying thank you.
She has a large family, but unlike Nika, she actually makes sure her kids are cared for, fed properly, and dressed appropriately. She doesn't prioritize filming herself binge-eating fast food alone in the car while her kids wait at home. She puts them first. That's the basic difference between someone like Big Mama and someone like Nika. But somehow, in classic Nika fashion, she decided to take aim at Big Mama and label her a bad mother. Why? Apparently because Big Mama doesn't cook for her children every day. Honestly, it's a bit rich coming from her, since she cooked this for her children and called it shepherd's pie. Well, this drama didn't go unnoticed. Followers started flooding Big Mama's page, letting her know what Nika had been saying about her. In response, Big Mama posted a video addressing the situation with calm, confidence, and class, something Nika has yet to master.
Do y'all read the comments? Yes, I do read the comments, but I want to say this. I was reading the comments, and I seen one lady was saying that Nika had shared a video about mine, said, do I ever cook? She said I was a good mother, but do I ever cook? No, I ain't got to cook. Mine's gonna eat. Mine's gonna get enough. I feed my kid before I even feed myself. I ain't never fed myself first and left my kids without enough. My kid don't never come back second for food because I'm gonna give them enough the first time. And if they do, I got it. Every time I go after buy food after eat, I always buy grocery. I'm gonna keep groceries in the refrigerator. My kids gonna eat. There's no limit into where my kids can eat. My kids go in the refrigerator all through the night. Mine's gonna eat. I got enough of mine. I'm not in competition with nobody on here. When it comes to their content and food or whatever they're doing. I don't care. I'm gonna take care of mine, but I do wish you luck. But stay out of my business. Worry about yourself.
And honestly, Big Mama didn't even need to defend herself that hard. Her content speaks for itself. You can see clearly that her children are fed well, given decent portions, and are always dressed properly. She doesn't force her kids to share one sad plate of chicken wings and pretend it's some luxury. Here's a quick comparison of how Nika feeds her kids versus how Big Mama does it.
Right here. Leah, because we like bottled water, but these for the babies. We have the nuggets here. We got burgers in there. Sauce, yeah. I didn't forget the other one. Burger. Hey, baby, y'all ready?
I'll fill up. Come on, Jolly. The $7 fill up, y'all. Can't get anyone.
Receipt. Thank you.
You're welcome. Come on, Pete. Can't get anyone. Reese. I need Twix. Thank you, too.
Thank you. Reese.
Reese. You're welcome. Can't get anyone. Twix. Thank you, too.
Thank y'all.
Reese.
Well, the difference is pretty clear. And that's not the only thing that makes her different from Nika. She's a homeowner with a huge piece of land. She works hard and supports her family on her own without begging for donations, selling sob stories, or blowing through food stamps on junk instead of school essentials. She's everything Nika pretends to be but isn't. Honestly, it's clear Nika picked this fight on purpose. She's addicted to drama, and now it seems like she's deliberately trying to stir the pot just to stay relevant. Big Mama has nearly 400,000 followers. Nika probably thought that beefing with someone that established would help her grow her own platform. It's a desperate move, and it shows. Nika already acts like she's some kind of internet celebrity, and now she's trying to ride in the back of someone else's success. At the end of the day, this whole mess just reinforces what people have been saying about Nika all along. She's greedy, self-centered, and a terrible mother. Picking fights with better moms doesn't change that, just makes it more obvious. In conclusion, the situation surrounding Shanika Grant is more than just internet drama. It's a mirror reflecting some uncomfortable truths about parenting in the age of social media. Her online presence, her erratic behavior, and the questionable way she treats her children have led many to ask not only who she truly is, but whether she's even capable of becoming a better version of herself. Can someone so deeply entrenched in seeking attention, chaos, and validation from strangers on TikTok ever put her kids first? Or will they always come second to views, likes, and clapbacks? We've watched this woman fumble through motherhood like it's an inconvenience rather than a calling. We've seen her drag her kids into the drama, deny them basic needs, and prioritize her image over their comfort. And perhaps most tragically, we've seen her model behavior that may set the tone for how her kids will grow up to see the world. Her oldest, Papa and I, are already showing signs of following in her digital footsteps, and not in a good way. The question that haunts many of us now is, are these children ever going to break the cycle? Or are they destined to repeat it? It's easy to criticize Shanika, but maybe the most important discussion is this. At what point do we stop calling it drama and start calling it neglect? At what point does the internet say, enough? Not for her, but for the sake of her children. Why is CPS not taking these kids away despite so many complaints and reports? And with this burning question, we'd like to end today's video. If you've stayed this far, then don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts down below. What do you think of Shanika Grant and her children? Do you think these kids will ever have a normal life after all Shanika has done?